should be. So it's an Afro-fusion band made up of all those. We have also Jamini, who's going to give us some South African Afro-pop, Afro-jazz sounds. And we have Jabulo Shabalala, who's a drummer. And we have Huku, so we can just play it now with the Taskmasters. And we have the poets, the nowadays poets, the two members of the nowadays poets. And we have Misio, the Rwandan dancers. I think it's called Misio. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So our ward councillor, Mr. William Zenzi, please give me a round of applause.
Greetings everyone. My name is Councillor William Zenzi. My duty I think is one of welcoming, which first of all I wanted to take this opportunity as essential to create the MEC that is about to be joining us later on. Today we are meeting to celebrate the issue of Africa. In fact, we are here to launch the month for Africa Day. Also, how to come up with a program for Africa Day that will assist us in creating unity within our African brothers. Our role here is to make sure that really we discuss it and we discuss those challenges openly in coming with African Renaissance narratives of us being the one country. But that won't happen overnight. It's a journey, and I believe through these programs we have started that journey. Thank you very much. I thank you.
Give us a very good perspective of what we are actually really here for. He mentioned Africa Month, and he also mentioned Africa Day, and I think he also mentioned the Africa Fridays. So also Africa Friday, I must emphasize that it's not only about just wearing something African on a Friday. It means basically also supporting African business, buying something from another African. We know that most of the time where we are buying our stuff from. I don't like to mention these things. So, so Africa Friday is something really that puts it into your consciousness that it is important to invest in yourself. Further ado, I'd just like to introduce the first poet. The poet, his name is Tulile. He's going to be speaking to us something about Africa.
There's a story I was told. It shared the new light to wisdom, age, old knowledge. I was told never to hold your death. Paid a visit in my mind and it as well. So this is the story I must tell. Its true meaning beginning to end is misunderstood. To make you understand, I must take you back to my land. Okay, sorry. To make you understand, I must take you back to my land, to Africa. Which I need to tell you of. I was told to the wisdom of the wise and old that in days age old, humility was just a single entity in its universal meaning of gold.
Please give a big round of applause to the Morning Stars. introduce now Julius Kawa.
We can see it working, and this is part and parcel of it. Let's go back to the drawing board, my brothers and sisters. Africa is our mother country. Immediately we talk of social transformation. We are saying there's something wrong within the society in which we live. Politics of exclusion, which meant that the majority of black people were denied access to opportunities in terms of quality of education, in terms of that would determine what kind of work we would do. Those challenges are real. When we say poverty, poverty is structural poverty. Africa, we are Africa. We are Africa. We are Africa. Thank you.
We're going to have Unjabulo Shabalala and his friends. They're going to be giving us a drumming introduction.
More powerful to the African structure. I ooze from the Africanity structure to the African decolity. Delivering speeches of praise, delivering speeches of greatness. As an African child, Africa for Africans. Africa for Africans.
And with your hands in the air, we're going to now repeat what we call, as the Africology students, the African Pledge.
We are an African people.
We are an African people.
We will remember the humanity.
We remember the humanity.
Glory and suffering of our ancestors.
Glory and suffering of our ancestors.
And honor the struggle of our elders.
And honor the struggle of our elders.
We will strive to bring new values.
Strive to bring new values
and new life to our people. We will have peace and harmony among us.
We will have peace and harmony among us.
We will be loving, sharing, and creative.
We will be loving, sharing, and creative. Give thanks today, and we just honor all the great ones who came together 51 years ago when the woman in Senegal wrote a letter to Kwame Nkrumah, Haile Selassie, and all the great fathers that you come to know. It was the woman in Senegal who asked that there be an African unity amongst the African leaders. And so there's a part of our history where we keep on talking about the fathers of African history. No, the African Union came about because of the mothers of African history. In order to address the theme of African unity today, I've chosen to refer to two major events of the recent times. And the first is the anniversary of the African Union. The second event is the 75th anniversary of the death of Marcus Garvey, the honourable prophet. Upon this reflection, it is clear that after 50 years, Africa is yet to achieve its dream of unity. Its people are not united, its people are poor, its people are homeless, and Africa's people are continuously dispersed across Africa. And today, right here in South Africa, we collectively spent sleepless nights over the past month dealing with the embarrassing and shameful Afrophobic, xenophobic attacks on fellow Africans. So we cannot thus be looking out to the west to travel all over the place when right here we have a land that is yet to be discovered by our own people. So we as Institute of Africology, we're calling on more cultural exchanges instead of events where we come and sit like this. We should be boarding ourselves in buses, going to Mozambique, going to Swaziland, going up to Kenya on the buses, and that is the event that we seek. Unification of Africa is not something we dream about, it's something that must happen today. So the Institute of Africology says, liberate the minds, emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Africans, we are not only dancers and singers. We are not only here to dance and sing, we are here to think and give solutions. Maibuya Africa! Israel too! Thanks. Now, I have the awesome privilege of introducing somebody who I refer to as sister. We actually don't do titles. She hates it. She's a sister, she's a Makoti, she's a leader. And I think today when we listen to her, you'll understand what I mean. Our MEC, Sibhidla-Saphethathe. Please welcome her.
Good people, we are meeting today in this day as Africans, as people of the South, people of the continent, to remind ourselves or take stock as Africans as to where we come from and what is it that we have done in ensuring that we indeed at the end of the day decolonize our communities, decolonize Africa, decolonize the minds of Africans, for all of us to participate and become part of this global village that we live in. Why people feel they experience challenges in their communities, whether it's about business, jobs and so on, why do they feel that the best way to address those issues is to attack another people? Why, when you are frustrated, the first point of attack is your own system? Once we understand that, we'll be able to come up with solutions. It's you who's going to ensure that the dreams of Kwame Nkrumah are realized in your lifetime. The dreams of Nelson Mandela, the dreams of all of our leaders are realized in your lifetime. It's your responsibility. All you need to do is to identify your own niche as young people. There are many things that are confronting us. There are so many challenges that are confronting us And there's many of us to deal with those challenges, but as a young person, what is it that you identify as your own responsibility in building this better Africa that all of us are crying about, are talking about? So today, thank you very much, Problem Director, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, MEC, and apologies for changing the name that they lobolled you with. I know everybody has a phone, right? Everybody has their phone out?
Yes.
Okay, so please take the phone out. And how many of you have Facebook and Twitter? Okay, so right away at this moment, in this time, you're now going to send out on Twitter that the MEC of KZN has declared Africa Fridays, and most importantly, the programs of KZN and Africa Month has continued. You are now legally allowed to share those pictures and to tweet and to have a conversation going on. At this time, I know we've held you quite a bit, and what is most important is that the conversation continues amongst yourselves. I think with that, we want to say siyabonga kakhulu, siyabonga to all of you who made it out, siyabonga to all of you who decided that this is how you want to spend your day. There are many things happening this month, but most importantly, look out for the things that are happening after this month, because there's something for everyone. Go well, hambani gatle.